Okay, you probably saw in that video, I cut off the beginning of it because it's me driving through the neighborhood looking for petitioners, um, people signing the petition or canvassing the neighborhood for the petitions. So I just happened to be driving around looking, and lo and behold, there they are, trying to gather petitions. Now, understand that the petitions end up being the proxies. Okay, so in that clip, you can hear him admit that yes, they're collecting petitions, uh, and they send out these proxies, and then somewhere along the line, it doesn't happen at the meeting. If you remember, I'll have to put a piece in there that shows that they never collected these at the meeting. So somewhere along the line between the petitions and the meeting, somebody went around and collected proxies. Okay, now keep in mind that the proxy law at the time was they had to be signed under oath. You can only use the original signature. There has to be a certification process that proves that the person that filled that form out and signed it is the person on that proxy, and it has to be done under oath. And there's nothing. I mean, there's no chain of custody at all. There's no way to prove that those proxies are legitimate. And they did change the law so that proxy would have been legal at the time, or not at the time, but later on, after the law changed in 2017. But this is still 2016 when this happened. So there they are admitting, walking around, collecting petitions. I asked about petitions, but I think that was actually the proxy. And I also have video cameras all around my house. And if you hear me tell them, make sure you get everybody. Nobody ever came to my house. Nobody ever asked me my opinion or asked me to fill out a proxy or anything else. So the woman in the black hair, that was Sandra Bennett. Sandra Bennett is a illegal board member. Under testimony in the hearing, she admitted that she wasn't elected. The man in the middle there, that was her husband, not even a board member, just walking around collecting petitions, proxies, whatever they are. And then Brian Murphy, another fake board member that came on that was also added in, and he never testified, but there weren't any election documentation to prove that he was elected through any kind of process either. So two fake board members and the husband of one of them wandering the neighborhood, collecting proxies, petitions, probably both, to rig the election. So I wanted to show you how how the sausage is made in regards to them violating the proxy law. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to show you a document. I'll probably post it along with this video. It was a response to an appeals court ruling that Mr. Bellamy had submitted, and he is desperate to have the proxy law, all of it reversed, the ruling against me, everything, because they violated so many laws when they did this, that if the judge does not rule in their behalf, they're in deep crap because of so many things that they've done illegally to get to where they were. So that's why he keeps pushing so hard to get the court to reverse the ruling, is because all of the laws were changed after the November 16th meeting, after the lawsuit was already filed, after all of the dirty deeds that they already had done. They did all these things. Then they decide, oh, we better change the laws, and once again they're sleeping at the wheel. If you're going to sit there and try to manipulate the courts and not tell the courts that your law firm was instrumental in changing those laws, and then filing an emergency hearing on emergency law change that they created the emergency for, wow. I mean, I can't find anything that suggests more intent, intent to harm, conspiracy, everything. I mean, there's just so many things that they did wrong here that it's just hard to imagine somebody would be so stupid as to try to pull it off and think they could get away with it. But Bellamy's that kind of guy. So check it out and read his response so you can see for yourself how desperate he is to get the law changed, or excuse me, get the judge to rule on their behalf. And it's all because if he doesn't, they are in serious jeopardy of lawsuits and criminal activity. All right, that's probably all I'm going to do for today. We'll talk again later. Have a good day. We're working on getting the videos more professional. Came up across a couple of technical issues I got to work through, so we're getting there. All right, take care.